from the tunnel a moment ago. They're set, and we're set as well as the Saints get ready to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
And the Bears first down.
On first down, it's Fields. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson. 71 yards. And the Bears on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Makes the score Bears 7, Saints nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jameis to throw it. He gets it to Thomas. He'll have a first down past the 40. Touchdown, Saints. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. Extra point by Maher, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it, each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Bears. Darnell Mooney, 79 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Well, we saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
from the 24. Winston. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Winston to give. It's Kamara. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. From the 24, Fields. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. His 2nd catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down. Now Fields. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
On 2nd and 9, Fields eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Darnell Mooney. with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bears have broken the tie. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14.
Saints 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 46 yards. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy.
He's got a man, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 36 yards. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete, and he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
To the air again, Fields. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Here's Fields. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And the Bears first down.
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Back to throw. Fields.
Touchdown, Bears! Marquise Goodwin, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears have broken the tie.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Santos with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Play action now. Winston. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And, Charles, they trail here, though not really the fault of this offense.
No, they certainly did their part in the first half. But when you're in a shootout like this, you definitely want your defense to play better, but you know that's out of your control. All you can do, keep putting points on the scoreboard and keep giving your defense opportunities to make stops.
Now the pass hauled in by Kenny Stills. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
That's good for a Saints. First down. First and 10.
Winston now to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up.
On second down, Kamara. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Winston to throw for it. Throws left side. And he's got it. They convert for two, and that gets them even closer. Now a two-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. The return from his end zone is Grant. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Now a first down throw, Fields. And Graham's got it, complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Tackled by Quan Alexander. A gain of 1 yard. And the Bears first down.
On first and 10, here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Throwing again on second and 10. Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a first and goal.
Here's Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown. David Montgomery, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears will extend their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the earth.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Michael Thomas, 78 yards. And the Saints are back within a score. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well and end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw pulled in by Robinson here. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. That's caught by Montgomery. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 2nd down at 4. A give. This is Montgomery. And this will be a Bears 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to...
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as the Bears push further out in front. Now the point after try for Santos. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Saints 36.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's 1st down on the other side of the field. To throw is Winston. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
10 more yards. That's another Saints 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
From the red zone now, Winston. And this is caught at the 8. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Winston. Touchdown! Michael Thomas from 8 yards out. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
46. Saints.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll go to Montgomery to try to wind some clock. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
2nd and 8 at the 44-yard line.
So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. From the 44, Fields. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Fields on 3rd down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Fields. That's to his running back, complete.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Montgomery. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50